What if I told you that a single deal between two nations could shake up NATO, redirect global trade, and create a new power center in Eurasia? That's exactly what's brewing between China and Turkey right now. Today we're diving into the China-Turkiye strategic partnership, a move that's turning heads from Beijing to Washington. This isn't just a handshake. It's a bold step that could change the world as we know it. Stick around, and you'll discover how this partnership ties into China's massive Belt and Road Initiative, what it means for NATO's future, and why it could reshape trade and power across 3 continents. We're breaking it all down step by step, so you'll see the big picture and the details that matter. Let's get into it. First up, let's break down this deal. China's reportedly funneling over $15 billion into Turkey's infrastructure. Think gleaming new ports, high-speed railways, and energy projects that could power entire cities. Now, let's zoom in. The Mersin port on Turkey's Mediterranean coast is getting a major upgrade to handle massive cargo flows from Asia to Europe. Picture ships stacked with goods from Shanghai docking here, then speeding across Turkey's railways to markets in Berlin or Paris. This is part of the Middle Corridor, a trade route linking East Asia to Europe through Turkey. China's also backing railway projects like the $1.3 billion modernization of the Divrigi Kars line near Georgia to make freight faster and smoother. And energy? Turkey is eyeing projects to boost its grid, though details are still emerging. It's a massive play to streamline global trade with Turkey as a key hub. So why's Turkey signing on? It's not just about the money. It's about gaining a bigger seat at the global table. What do you think they're aiming for? This deal's ripples go far. Think global trade routes, NATO's balance, and a new power dynamic. Stick with us to see how it all unfolds. Now let's talk about the Belt and Road Initiative, China's trillion-dollar plan to link Asia, Europe, and beyond. Turkey isn't just a partner here, it's a cornerstone. Here's why. The Middle Corridor, a trade route through Central Asia and Turkey, lets China bypass Russia entirely. Imagine goods flowing from Beijing to Istanbul in record time, cutting days off the old Silk Road routes. The Baku-Tbilisi-Kars Railway, finished in 2027, is the backbone carrying 4 million tons of cargo in 2024 alone, 10 times more than 4 years ago. Istanbul's Marmaray Tunnel lets trains zip under the Bosphorus, slashing transit to Europe to as little as 12 days. China's pouring funds into projects like railway upgrades, while Turkey builds bridges and ports to become a trade hub between East and West. But it's not all smooth sailing. Turkey's trade deficit with China's massive and geopolitical tensions like NATO ties cast a shadow. Still, this route's a game changer, aligning China's Belt and Road with Turkey's vision. It's like finding a shortcut when your usual road's blocked, except this shortcut could tip the scales of global trade. Pretty smart move, right? So, what's next? This deal's shaking up more than trade routes. It's testing NATO's unity and global power dynamics. Keep watching to find out how. Here's where things get spicy. Turkey's been a NATO member since 1952, but this China deal? It's got the US and its allies sweating. Let's unpack this. Remember 2019, when Turkey bought Russian S-400 missiles and got kicked out of the F-35 program? That move rattled NATO, and this China partnership could be even bigger. Turkey's deepening ties with China's Belt and Road Initiative, think Middle Corridor trade routes, makes it a key player in global trade. But that's a problem for NATO's southern flank, where Turkey's army and control of the Bosphorus are critical. If Ankara drifts toward Beijing, it could weaken NATO's grip on key routes and strain alliance unity. The US is already twitchy. Proposed laws like the Turkey Diplomatic Realignment Act show Washington's ready to play hardball. Plus, Turkey's talks with China on nuclear power plants raise red flags about strategic assets on NATO soil. Add in Turkey's BRICS flirtations, and you've got a recipe for tension. Your Ankara's not abandoning NATO yet, but it's hedging its bets. And that's got the Pentagon scrambling. Can NATO hold together if Turkey drifts east? Drop your take in the comments. I'd love to hear it. This isn't just about NATO. It's about who controls the future of global power. Stay tuned for the big picture. Finally, let's step back. This partnership isn't just about 2 countries. It's a signal of something much larger. Here's the big picture. China's clout in the Middle East is skyrocketing. Think $400 billion deals with Iran and ports popping up from Dubai to Jeddah. Turkey, straddling Europe and Asia, is the perfect bridge. With its middle corridor railways like Baku-Tbilisi cars carrying millions of tons of cargo. But wait, there's more. Add Russia into the mix with its energy pipelines like Turkstream and BRICS ties, and you've got a triangle that could challenge Western influence. Picture trade routes carving new paths from Beijing to Istanbul, sidelining New York and London. Sounds bold, right? But hold on, this Eurasian bloc isn't a done deal. Turkey's still in NATO, and its trade deficit with China's a whopping $100 billion a year. Plus, Russia and China aren't exactly besties in Central Asia. Still, this shift could tilt the global balance toward a multipolar world. Imagine a future where trade routes from Shanghai to Istanbul dictate global economics, not New York or London. What does that world look like to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now here's the twist. This isn't just about trade. It's about who calls the shots in a new world order. Stay with us for the final wrap-up. So, what have we learned? The China-Turkey partnership is a bold play. Billions in infrastructure, a boost to the Belt and Road, a headache for NATO, and a potential shakeup for global power. It's not just a deal, it's a statement. What do you think? Will this alliance strengthen Eurasia or spark new conflicts? Drop your take in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button. We've got more geopolitical breakdowns coming your way. In a world of shifting alliances, one thing's for sure, the map's being redrawn, and we're watching it happen live.